Why do so many Republicans and Democrats opt for solar energy to power their homes and businesses? Rising energy costs with local utilities have driven this shift over the last decade. The 2024 election is upon us. This time, it feels different. There's a palpable tension in the air, a sense of urgency that can't be ignored. The stakes feel higher. Why? Because the future of our planet hangs in the balance. The evidence is all around us: melting ice caps, raging wildfires, and unprecedented storms. Okay, that might sound a little dramatic, but when it comes to climate change, it's the truth. The science is clear, and the consequences of inaction are dire. And one of the biggest battlegrounds in this fight? Clean energy, specifically solar power. Solar energy represents a beacon of hope in our quest to reduce carbon emissions and transition to a sustainable future. Now you might be thinking, John, what does solar power have to do with the election? It's a fair question, and the answer is more complex than you might think. Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the solar showdown between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Their stances on renewable energy could not be more different, and the implications are enormous. Their policies, or lack thereof, will have a massive impact on the future of solar jobs, the environment, and your wallet. Solar energy isn't just about saving the planet. It's also about creating jobs and stimulating the economy. This ain't just about red states versus blue states. It's about a collective effort to secure a better future for all Americans, regardless of political affiliation. This is about the future we want to build. A future where our cities are powered by clean, renewable energy and our communities thrive. A future powered by clean energy. Imagine a world where our energy needs are met by the sun and the wind, reducing our dependence on fossil fuels. A future with good-paying jobs. The renewable energy sector has the potential to create millions of jobs, providing opportunities for workers across the country. A future where we finally tackle this whole climate change thing head-on. It's a daunting challenge, but one that we can overcome with the right leadership and policies. So grab your popcorn, folks. This is gonna be a wild ride. The decisions we make in this election will shape the future of our planet for generations to come. Stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, make your voice heard. Let's rewind the clock back to 2016. It was a time of fervent political rallies and bold promises. Trump promised to bring back coal jobs, a pledge that resonated with many in coal country. Remember that? Coal, beautiful clean coal. He'd yell at rallies, igniting cheers from his supporters. But what did he actually do for clean energy like solar? Not a whole lot, if anything at all. In fact, he did the opposite. His administration took steps that hindered the growth of renewable energy. One of the most significant actions was slapping tariffs on imported solar panels. That sounds great if you hate cheap solar panels. But for the average consumer, it meant higher prices. And it actually hurt American solar companies. These companies rely heavily on those imported panels to keep costs down. Without affordable imports, their business models were disrupted. And guess what happens when things get more expensive? People buy less of them. Solar installations plummeted. Jobs were lost. The industry took a significant hit. And it wasn't just the tariffs. His policies were broadly unfriendly to renewable energy. Trump also tried to gut funding for renewable energy research, stifling innovation and progress. He rolled back environmental regulations, which further discouraged investment in clean energy. Basically, he treated the solar industry like it was a contestant on The Apprentice, and he was about to yell, "You're fired!" His actions left a troubled legacy for solar energy, one that the industry is still grappling with today. Experts in the field continue to discuss the long-term impacts of these policies. The consensus is clear: the setbacks were significant. Yet, despite these challenges, the solar industry is resilient. Companies and workers are pushing forward, determined to overcome the obstacles. The promise of clean, renewable energy remains strong. The hope is that future policies will support, rather than hinder, this vital industry. Now imagine another 4 years of Trump. What does that mean for solar? Well, it's not looking sunny, that's for sure. More tariffs? Maybe. More cuts to clean energy programs? Probably. More love for beautiful clean coal? Oh, you better believe it. The solar industry is understandably nervous. They've already been through the ringer once. They're not exactly eager for round 2. It's like being forced to watch a horror movie sequel that's somehow worse than the original. But hey, maybe Trump will surprise us. Maybe he'll have a sudden change of heart and decide to become the solar savior. Okay, who are we kidding? That's about as likely as Trump admitting he lost the popular vote. Twice. On the other side of the ring, we have Kamala Harris. Now, unlike Trump, Harris actually has a plan for clean energy. A real plan. One that is comprehensive and forward-thinking. She's been a vocal supporter of solar power for years. Her commitment to renewable energy is unwavering. She understands that it's not just good for the environment, it's good for the economy too. By investing in solar energy, we can create a sustainable future. Harris wants to invest billions of dollars in renewable energy. This isn't just a drop in the bucket, it's a significant commitment to our future. We're talking solar panels on every rooftop. Imagine the impact on our energy bills and our carbon footprint. She wants to create millions of new jobs in the clean energy sector. These are not just jobs, but careers that can sustain families and communities. And she wants to make America a global leader in solar technology. Imagine that, leading the world in innovation and sustainability. It's like night and day compared to Trump's policies. While one focuses on the past, the other looks to the future. One wants to drag us back to the dark ages of fossil fuels. The pollution, the health risks, the environmental damage. The other wants to launch us into a bright, clean energy future. A future where our children can breathe clean air and enjoy a healthy planet. Section 5. A Tale of Two Visions. By the numbers. Let's talk numbers, folks, because, you know, numbers don't lie, even if politicians do. Under Trump, the solar industry lost over 60,000 jobs. That's right, 60,000. And the tariffs? They cost the industry billions of dollars. Now let's look at Harris's plan. Her clean energy proposals are projected to create millions of new jobs. Millions. And not just any jobs, but good-paying union jobs. The kind of jobs that can support a family. See, this isn't just about the environment. It's about the economy. It's about jobs. It's about creating a better future for all Americans. Section 6. What's at stake? More than just jobs. But hold on, there's more at stake here than just jobs. This election is about the future of our planet. It's about tackling the climate crisis head-on. Climate change isn't some hoax cooked up by the liberal media. It's real. It's happening now. And it's terrifying. We're talking about more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and mass extinctions. We're talking about a future where our children and grandchildren will inherit a planet on the brink of collapse. And what's Trump's solution? Ignore it. Deny it. Pretend it's not happening. It's like watching a house fire and arguing about the color of the flames while the whole place burns down around you. Section 7. The Climate Crisis. A looming threat. This is the reality of climate change. Melting ice caps, rising sea levels, extreme weather events. We can't afford to ignore it any longer. The science is clear. We need to transition to clean energy, and we need to do it now. Solar power is a critical part of the solution. It's clean, it's renewable, and it's getting cheaper every day. but we need a president who's willing to fight for it. A president who understands the urgency of the climate crisis. Section 8. Your vote, your future. Make it count. This election is our chance to make a difference, to choose a different path. A path that leads to a cleaner, healthier, and more prosperous future. Your vote is your voice. It's your chance to say enough is enough. It's your chance to demand action on climate change. It's your chance to choose a future powered by clean energy. Don't let anyone tell you your vote doesn't matter. It does. It matters more than ever. Section 9. The power of choice. A case for Harris. Choosing Harris isn't just about rejecting Trump's disastrous policies. It's about embracing a brighter future. A future where America leads the world in clean energy innovation. Harris's plan is a bold vision for the future. It's a plan that will create jobs, protect our environment, and secure our energy independence. It's a plan that puts people and the planet first. Section 10. A brighter future. Investing in solar. Investing in America. Investing in solar isn't just good for the environment, it's good for the economy. It's about creating good-paying jobs, boosting American manufacturing, and securing our energy future. It's about building a stronger, more resilient America. An America that's ready to lead the world in the 21st century. Section 11. The time for action is now. The time for talk is over. The time for action is now. This election is our chance to make a difference. To choose hope over fear. To choose action over inaction. Let's choose a future powered by the sun. Let's choose Kamala Harris.